how to elegantly deal with rude or arrogant people. Whether you like it or not, no matter how polite you are, you always meet with rude people, you always mingle with the arrogant. Like life will always throw them on your face, especially if you're someone who is on a leveling up journey to becoming classy, to becoming elegant. You will find these crazy people your way. I remember one time during my National Youth Service corps some years back, I met this woman that could not be pleased in my workplace. Like, you can never do anything right. Mind you, I won't even rate her responsible. I don't like talking bad of people, but she is so unprofessional. That's just the best way I would describe her. Imagine talking to your boss and then she's eating and making this ugly rumbling sound to your hearing, and she's asking you to stand and wait for her while she finish eating. She won't even excuse you to finish her food. She will ask you to wait, and you dare not sit. If you try to sit, she'll be like, who asked you to sit? Stand. So you keep standing like a child and waiting for her to finish eating. There are people like this, and when they are your boss, it's a total different ball game. You just have to play along if you really want your job, otherwise you resign. But if they are not your boss, let's say they are your colleague or they are your friends or relatives or family members, here are how you could handle such. One of the ways to handle rude and arrogant people is to keep your distance. I mean, that's just the easiest way. Avoid them like a plague. Keep your distance. Because I can't keep throwing myself to your face and then you keep throwing shit, insults, or whatever you deem fit to me. That is very disrespectful. So the best thing you can do to help your mental health is avoid them. If they give you a call, don't answer. If they chat you up, ignore it, because you know they are still going to be rude. In fact, some of them, they are so rude that they call you, say what they want to say. By the time you want to give your own explanation, they end the call, they hang up. So don't pick their call, don't reply their messages, ghost them basically. And if they are wise, they will let you be. Because any relationship that is worth it will not have that height of disrespect, will not have that kind of arrogancy and rudeness. Another way to deal with arrogant people, anyway, I don't always practice this, but once in a while, that is when I have allowed their offenses to pile up over time. Sometimes you give them a dose of their own medicine. If they think they are mad, they are not actually as mad as they think they are. All right, according to them, you could be madder. Give them a dose of their medicine. If they say you are stupid, you just, I'm stupid. Excuse me here. Who is more stupid in this room? So that they know that what they are doing is wrong. Sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, okay? And you do that with wisdom, you do that with subtlety. You don't come direct, especially if they are violent people. You don't fight them back. But if it's just verbal, once in a while, give them a dose of their own medicine or medication. Another way to deal with arrogant people or rude people is to keep silence. Let me tell you something you don't know about rude people. They try the highest they can to provoke you. They want to give a bad impression of you. They want to give a bad impression of your character. Keeping silence is another way to fight them back, because it keeps the listener, the onlookers, and they themselves wondering, is she offended? Is she not offended? Is she going to fight back? Is she not going to fight back? Once you are silent about it, you put them on automatic suspense mode. They just become restless, become uncomfortable, they become uneasy. And you know, a rude person is always a rude person. The only thing they can do is to come up with more arrogance. Keep keeping silence. So I want to just make this disclaimer that these rules are not straitjacket rules that you must follow, but these are things that I have done in the past and I'm still doing that has helped me scale through dealing with arrogance and rude people. Silence is the best answer given to a fool. If people are playing foolish or playing as fool, sometimes you ignore them. Also, the Bible also says that answer a fool in his folly. There's also another part of the Bible that says, do not answer a fool in his folly. There is time for you to respond. There is time for you not to respond. Just understand the times and the seasons. Another way you can deal with the rude people or arrogant people is to call them aside. Address the matter. If you feel that it's getting onto your nerves and you can't take it anymore, call them to a private place, private room, and have a word with them. Ask them, why do you like doing this? Why do you talk to me the way you do? What? Don't go by asking, have I offended you? Did I? No, just ask them. Let the issue be about them, not about you, because obviously they are the ones that need help, right? Make it about them, because if you make it about you, you are subjecting yourself and giving them more room to sabotage you, to hurt your feelings. Why do you talk the way you talk? Why are you always angry? And then they will ask, why did you say that? Because the other day we were having a conversation. You said this and you did this, you did that without mentioning yourself. In most cases, they will mellow down, they will break down, and they will open up to you and say, actually, I didn't intend it this way. So now you know the reason why they do what they do. Some other time, by the time you are done having these conversations with them, give them some days, they will still go back and repeat it. Now you already know the reason why they do what they do, so you don't let that bug you. You don't let that bother you anymore. In most cases, they will go back to treat you the way they were treating you before the confrontation. Regardless, still ignore, because right now you already know why they are doing what they are doing. Okay, you don't need to keep calling them again. Like I've talked to you the other time, you're still repeating yourself. This time around, they may flare up or even try to embarrass themselves or embarrass you. So just let it slide. This time around, you know that you are more powerful than they are, because you have the reason for why they are doing what they are doing. It will not hurt you. If you know why people do what they do, it won't hurt you that much. It's when you don't know why people do what they do, that's when it will hurt you. So now you know. It's not going to hurt you. It doesn't matter anymore. Another way to deal with rude people is cut them off. The other time I mentioned keeping your distance, but this time around, cut them off. When I say cut them off, as they are talking, you interrupt them. Say, hey, I wasn't talking to you. Interrupt them. Let them know their place. I wasn't talking to you. When they are talking to you and say, hey, I'm talking to you, ignore them. It's not just about keeping your distance. As much as you can, block them if you want to, cut them off completely. If it means resigning your job, do that. Because some of these people can drive one crazy. So being elegant doesn't mean that you just become a footmat. And if you want to take it another way, the godly way, you can pray for them, because who knows, some of them are just mentally ill, they have depression, and they don't know who to pour out their depression on. So any available person they see, they just try to pour their emotions on that person. You can pray for them. There is nothing bad in praying for someone who is mentally ill. I mean, mental illness is not just for people that are insane or sick in the hospital. Some people that are also working, that look good and healthy, are mentally sick. You can send love. You can love them. In fact, there is nothing that breaks an arrogant person than showing kindness to them. You can shatter them. They may not cry in your very presence, but in privacy, they'll be like, how can I be like her? How can I be like him? You know, it's a challenge you have posed to them. I hope this few points will help, and let me know other ways you have also tried to deal with arrogant people in the comment section. Unless I forgot, I made a live video and someone asked this question, and that was what propelled me to dedicate an entire video to this question. Okay, because this is live event, it's a regular experience. Almost everybody, nobody has not seen this kind of experience. Everybody experiences issues like this, dealing with rude people, arrogant people. No matter how you try to maintain low key or mind your business, a lot of people will be on your case. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're not subscribed to me yet, subscribe, like, share, comment, all those good stuff. I love you all so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.